Welcome to the Whiskey Warehouse podcast. I'm Dylan,
I'm Nick.
and today we're going to be running over one of our favorite distilleries, Ragged Branch, out of Charlottesville, Virginia. Yeah, that's it. We have wine barrel finished Ragged Branch, batch 1, bottle 690. So the owner was kind enough to send that to us almost a year ago.
Yeah, it's been about a year, I think.
Yeah, almost a year. I know I think a month ago, I got the notification in my time hop or whatever about the signature double oaked. So
Okay.
it wasn't long after. It was around this time last year. So
Yeah, that distillery Ragged Branch is they don't do a lot of distribution, so you can mostly get it in Virginia, right?
yeah. But they also sell their spirit on it's Potomac Wine and Spirits, I believe. Let me see here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because for you listening, probably have never heard of it unless you're from Virginia.
Potomac Wine and Spirits out of Washington, D.C. So where am I going?
You can buy their products there, and we'll talk more about them, obviously. And we're trying to get the manager / master distiller on here too to kind of interview him. Is he
So
the master distiller or just the manager?
he's the owner, and
The
I believe
owner.
the master distiller as well.
Okay, yeah. His name's Alex Toomey. That'd be pretty cool to get him on here.
Yeah, for sure. He's an awesome guy. He's a big fan of, I guess, a big friend of the Whiskey Warehouse.
Right.
Sent us that signature double oaked, which is right here. That is a $50 bottle.
Very
And
tasty.
then, oh yeah, that was awesome. And then the he sent us the 375 of the wine finished. So that one is a $60 bottle as well. Or that one's a
Yeah.
60, and that other one was a 50. So definitely a big difference in those two.
They're night and day, man.
Both are equally delicious. I feel like you could sip on both of those all day, every day, and have no problem with it.
It just depends what kind of mood you're in.
For sure.
If you want to see what those are about, we've reviewed both of those on a YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/Whiskey Warehouse.
And they just released a couple too. They just did Pickerel Reserve. I don't know how much that costs. I don't think it's listed on their website either for what you can buy. Let's see. I think it'll be in here.
They got a pretty big line.
Oh, it's getting bigger. That's
Yeah.
the crazy thing. There's a Louisiana Reserve too, so they're distributing down there. Those are supposed to be very good. I have not had one. Let's see here.
We're releasing the Ragged Branch wheat whiskey or wheat bourbon, whatever it is, the Wednesday after this airs. So just look forward to that.
I think this is what we're going to probably want to ask him for, Nick. With
Honey
the
barrel finished?
yeah.
What?
So there was a barrel filled with honey, and then they finished the bourbon in it.
Dude.
And I think that sounds like it would be freaking amazing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the maple finish was amazing, and the honey's got to be pretty good, too.
Yeah, the issue becomes...
It might be too sweet. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, my thing is asking him for this it's $73 for $750, and I don't know if he's going to be willing to send that to us. However, the Pickerel Reserve, let's see if I can pull that up.
What is the Pickerel Reserve?
It is
just a special finish or something?
No, it was hold on. This is kind of a whole thing. So Dave Pickerel was the guy who taught them how to do everything.
Was he a master distiller somewhere else? His name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he did everything with Maker's Mark, and he's considered the godfather of craft bourbon.
Gotcha.
This is a $200 bottle.
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah.
It's a bid too.
It's in stock. Made by hand, start to finish, by legendary master distiller Dave Pickerel, who's passed. So
right.
There's a whole thing on that. But can you imagine? I don't even know what it looks like. We might be able to find a picture of it.
Man. That's a lot.
Is that it? No, that looks
That's
good
just a
though.
regular
Where
weeded.
the Yo, that's like not the label for the weeded though. Are they
No, it's a different
changing?
one. That
I
was
think
100 proof. Was it weeded 100 proof?
oh, this is it.
That's it.
I think so. No, this one's a 90. Let's see if I can find it. God, this is gonna drive me nuts because
I mean, I'd even hesitate like paying $200 for George T. Stagg. That's a
okay.
lot of money, man.
So you with that $300 on this website,
Yeah.
you get this bottle. Let's see if we can see it 100%. And it looks like two Glencairns.
Okay. With the Ragged Branch emblem on it.
Yep.
That's cool.
I don't know if
Let's.
that one's just a regular Glencairn,
Oh,
and then this is the picture of Dave Pickerel,
okay.
and then it is a bottled in bond. So I'm sure it's delicious, but I would
I'm
definitely
sure.
not ask him for that.
No.
We'll go for the honey finish and see if he's willing to send us that because
If
we
he
have
was, I mean, that'd be fucking amazing if he did.
yeah
But
for sure.
yeah, that's a little much asking him for that.
I don't think that that would be a thing there. I'm pretty sure that that's just like a one batch thing. So
Do you know how many barrels that?
I think it was just the one, but I'm not
Just one
exactly
barrel?
sure. Yeah.
Damn, that'd be rare.
We'd probably have to ask him.
Yeah, we'll ask him about all that stuff when he comes on.
And this is the one we're drinking, the wine
Right.
finish, which is
Yeah,
one of our favorites.
it's pretty good.
We
Stacks up
can,
the other wine finishes.
yeah. Well, you know what, dude? I'm getting ready to pour right now. The black label Ragged Branch, and I'll kind of get like a baseline and try to see if we can pick out these notes
Right.
later.
I'm just kind of trying to warm up my palate with just regular Ezra Brooks, just plain,
Nice,
regular
like
bourbon notes.
cinnamony kind of deal.
Yeah,
So Ragged Branch has right now, I think it's 8 different bourbons that are available,
that's a big line, man.
or 8 different whiskeys. That would be the Pickerel's Reserve. Well, I guess it's about 10. Because if you really think about it, they have the two ones that are down in Louisiana. They have the regular straight bourbon, and then they have the wheated bourbon that goes down there as well.
Right.
Um, da-da-da-da-da. So they have a signature bourbon, which is the black label. This is the cheapest one. Silver medal at the 2020 San Francisco World Spirits Competition. Uh, says vanilla, rye, and cinnamon, but I don't get those. I get more leather and like chocolate.
Did we
And
review that one?
yeah, I think we have. We should have.
It might be on my laptop then. I don't know. I haven't released it yet.
We got a lot of Ragged Branch to release.
We do.
And also nice, like, and it's a hint of corn. It's very good. I think I've told you this one alone, the black label is wrecking bourbon for me because it is. There's so much flavor, and it's like this is the baseline to get in this product. That's
What's
kind
the
of an it.
proof?
This one's 90.
Okay.
It's very tasty though. I mean, the bottle I have for this is batch 8, bottle 1439. So
Okay.
kind of a cool deal. It is not a single barrel as far as I know. It
Uh,
might be though. I think it might be. I think they might all be single barrels, Nick.
well, it would say on the bottle if it was.
No, because the this one's not a single barrel, but it's bottled in bond. But it says batch 1, bottle 65.
Yeah, it comes from a bat. It would say is there a barrel number on it?
No, it just says batch.
Yeah, it's not a single barrel.
Oh, there is a barrel on the Ragged Branch Rye, barrel 240 or 274, bottle 91.
But that one is a single barrel then.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's a whole nother thing.
That
I'm
one's so
getting
good.
sidetracked. They have the wheated bourbon, which has maple, vanilla, corn. I would say, yeah, that's about true. And it's also got a nice peatiness to it. That was kind of like the big kind of turn on, I feel like, for us with Ragged Branch was that it was slightly peaty, but it was like enough that you'd be like, oh, this is good.
It just has a different flavor, like compared to like the big wigs and other craft distilleries.
Yeah, it is 100% unique. There
It
is
is.
nothing like this on the market that I've
There
had.
is not. Nope.
Then we move into the double oak wheated bourbon, which is freaking awesome. Gold medal winner at the 2020 San Francisco World Spirits Competition.
Yeah, they've won a lot of awards. That's pretty
This
obvious.
this one, dark caramel, toasted nut, and oak. I would say absolutely all of those. Toasted pecans. That sounds like an awesome note too. Heavy malt, which I would agree. So yeah, I mean it's all like so unique. And this is Nick's favorite right here.
Oh man, that's so good.
The straight rye whiskey. Last night when I had it, it was straight freaking spearmint and leather.
That should be a gold medal, dude.
Yeah, it sucks. Whoever was tasting that there was like, this isn't good enough.
I,
Or maybe they were like, oh, we can't let Ragged Branch win all the awards.
maybe. Well, we taste it side by side with Sazerac. What's the other rye that we tried it with?
We tried it against Jack Daniel's rye.
Jack Daniel's
We
rye,
also tried it against the Pinhook ryes.
Pinhook rye, and the Pinhook ryes are very good, very good.
Yeah, and we
The
decided that it beat them out.
Yeah, and we'll be releasing that in the next, month or so probably. But that's probably my favorite rye whiskey I've ever had.
Oh, it's phenomenal. They do such a great job. And then
I'm
our
not
favorite,
sure. Yeah,
I
I'm
think
not
this
sure
is
if I
our.
said that in the review, but we'll find
Oh,
out.
well, I don't think that at the time that it had opened up the way that it has now.
Right.
I know that this is one of our favorite bourbons of all time right here. And
That's
that
a
would
good one.
be the Double Oak Signature Bourbon. This is the one that Alex sent us first.
Right.
And this kind of got things rolling for us, I feel like. We had Ragged Branch before that, but it was not like on our radar as much as it was after we drank this. It felt like we needed another bottle of this for sure.
So tell the viewers how you got turned on to Ragged Branch, because if you never went to Virginia, would never have heard of it.
Yeah, I was out in Virginia for medical issues with the Navy, and then me and a guy out there. Um, well, on the way out, I'd seen the sign for Ragged Branch on the side of the road. It said Ragged Branch Distillery, so I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." Driving by, and then it was a couple months later. Um, One of my buddies and I he's looking for a product for his stepdad. We took a trip out, and man, it was freaking phenomenal. But we'd messaged them about like getting some samples, and they said that they would oblige, and they sent us very small bottles. Um, and that kind of got us that Christmas episode, which has been redacted from our YouTube channel due to being overly drunk.
Yeah, we were
um,
a lot of whiskey, man.
Dude, that stuff was good. I mean, like ridiculously good.
I don't even remember what all those taste like because they all blended together. We drank so much.
Yeah. That was kind of like the first time we had it, and then, or no, I had it at the tasting room before then. I paid for it all, and they kind of got things rolling. Um, but I think the first time that I tried it, I did not enjoy it. Like I was like, "Ugh, this is kind of off-putting." But then when we had it at Christmas, I remember telling you like, "This is really good, Nick."
I mean, I kind of had your first experience on the Christmas episode. I was like, oh, it's okay. And then as I started, continued to drink it, it opened up a lot. And now I really like it.
Oh, dude, it is easily like I'm pretty sure that this is my favorite bourbon in the world.
That one specifically,
Well,
just
yeah,
the
I would say yeah.
distillery,
Yeah, the distillery is definitely probably number 1 or 2 on my favorites. Just like Buffalo Trace is hard to beat
right?
because they put out a lot of good products, and I enjoy every single one of them. But this one, I think this is the best craft distilling
Craft distillery,
company
yeah,
in the United States. It has to be, and I'll say that. And most people will probably look at me and say, "Well, what about Smoke Wagon?"
hmm
Smoke Wagon does not do their own distilling; they're still on MGP. So
Does Ragged Branch do use your own juice?
this is a farm to table bourbon and whiskey
Ah,
company. So everything comes from their farm.
see, that's the cool thing about them, man.
Yeah. Everything is like done right there. You can go to the distillery and see like their farm. You can see, I mean, you can see how small their warehouse is and stuff like that, but they're keeping everything in. It is one of the most beautiful sites in bourbon, I would say.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with MGP, but And Smoke Wagon does amazing stuff, but when you use, everything that you put in your bourbon comes from your farm. I mean, there's just kind of something special about that.
Absolutely. I mean, and this means like this style of thing means that they take pride in their work.
Exactly.
So they're not just pulling out barrels and saying like, "Oh, we want these 12-year barrels from MGP," and going from there. They are 100% like doing this from scratch. And
It's a lot of work, man.
I think they said like 2016 was when they first opened.
The
Which,
only other distillery that's a craft distillery that I can think of that's trying to get to that level is Whistle Pig, and you've seen the prices on their bottles.
oh, it's not even worth it though.
No, it's not. Their cheapest one I think is like 60 or $80. That's for
2014.
like a
Sorry.
10-year, I think.
So
That's
2014 is the first year that they open. Uh,
pretty
yeah,
young.
their first release at 2 years, 3 months, and the second at 2 years, 7 months. So that's kind of a cool deal. Now I think everything that's coming out of there is at least 4 years old. And there's our guy,
There he is. The man, the
Alex.
myth, the legend.
That is Alex Toomey right there, and he is a great dude.
He is.
So it looks like they were Ragged Mountain Farm.
Okay. Do you know why they called it Ragged Branch?
It sits at the foot of the Ragged Mountains. So
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure where the branch came from. We'll have to see that
Well,
when,
yeah, we'll ask Alex about that.
yep, when he's on, we will talk to him about that.
Yeah.
Robust corn with oak and light floral. Oh, they also sell meat at their distillery.
That's pretty good.
It is supposed to be awesome.
Yum yum.
I kind of like this
Label.
design, yeah, a lot more than I like the one that they currently use for their wheated whiskey, which is the
Is
white label.
Yeah, this one is a lot more appealing. That
It's
one
like
is.
yeah, it kind of says like, hey, this stuff is dark and we're gonna freaking drink the shit out of it.
Right. It's like a mahogany label with the ragged branch and a little like a farmhouse, and it's cool.
It is so good. Dude, it's so hard now, like for me to drink something and be like, oh, you know what, this is good. Few bourbons now are starting to like hit that spot for me. The biggest one outside of Ragged Branch that hit was that New Riff from Ohio.
Oh,
That thing freaking aced it.
a store pick was amazing.
Yeah, that thing's awesome.
And
I can't go ahead.
another one that comes to mind is the Smoke Wagon Private Barrel, and the unfiltered that I have just fucking blew me away.
Yeah, I'm sure, dude. I mean, they're very, very tasty. Ragged Mountains are a small chain of rugged hills, an offshoot of the Blue Ridge Mountains, southwest of Charlottesville, Virginia, 980 acres.
Damn.
Edgar Allan Poe wrote about them in A Tale of the Ragged Mountains, a chain of wild and dreary hills. I don't think they're very dreary. They are just very like, I mean, they're so long, dude. It's wild. Like it goes on forever when you're driving. You're like, God dang, dude. I love looking at trees, but you just kind of want to get out of it.
Right.
So yeah, at least we knocked that out. Speaking of Smoke Wagon, did you see what I sent to Aaron,
I
which
have
is
not.
the owner of Smoke Wagon?
Right. Yeah, I know him. He's a cool dude.
Yeah. So I was watching that The Ice Road on Netflix.
With Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Is that any good?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I mean, towards the end, it was like, dude, come on, like
I mean,
let's
the
finish this
description
shit up.
sounds kind of boring. So
No,
it is pretty action packed.
yeah, it's got a lot of stuff going on. And there's some twists in there that you're like, I didn't see that coming. Wish I should have, but I didn't. But anyway, there's a spot in there where they're at a gas station and dudes just got fired. It's at the beginning of the movie, really. And
Okay.
so they're sitting there and they're truckers, right?
Yeah.
And one of the brothers is like mentally disabled from being in the war or something like that. And then the other brother is like looking out for him. Well, when
Okay.
they're sitting there talking about like trying to get rigs or something like that, a freaking semi pulls in, and all you see is the first word. It says smoke on it. And I'm like,
Ah,
what is that? So like I'm like, that looks so familiar. I was like, is that Smoke Wagon? And then it like pans to them, and then it pans back to the truck, and it says Smoke Wagon Bourbon Whiskey on it.
well,
And
that's
I was like,
awesome.
holy shit.
That's
So
huge marketing, dude.
yeah, that's what I said. So I sent him a message and I said, hey, nice ad placement in the movie The Ice Road. And he said, thanks, dude. The he said that his partner, his business partner, was the one who wrote and directed the movie.
Really?
And he slipped it in there, and basically nobody knew that it was an actual business at the time. So
Oh,
he, what's his name? It's escaping me now. Aaron, right? Yeah, it was Aaron.
yeah.
Aaron said that there's a huge thing with that. That give me a second, Nick. I'm gonna pull up the message so I can read it directly because this is killing me. My brain is going too fast. So he said, "Thank you. My business partner wrote and directed it. He had me design the vinyl wrap for the trailer, and then he snuck it in without anyone knowing it was a real brand." So, like, that's fucking cool. I was laughing. I was like, "That is awesome." Their business partner was like smart enough to be like, "Hey, dude, probably when they were shooting that, it probably was not a big
They probably didn't have to
name."
pay for it then.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
That's
Anyway,
awesome.
if you look up the director of that movie, then you'll see that he's connected to Smoke Wagon, and he is I believe, the one who produces the Silver Dollar vodka.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that shit was awesome. Sorry, going off on a tangent. Nick, are you ready?
Let's dive into it, dude. Should,
Independently handcrafted, wine barrel finished Ragged Branch, Virginia Straight bourbon whiskey.
all right. So should I kill the rest of this, or are we ever gonna revisit this?
I don't think we'll ever revisit it because
All right. Because
if we do, we'll probably just ask him.
maybe
Yeah.
I got maybe an ounce and a half left.
Yeah, I think we're done because we already did the review. And then
Right.
this would just be like a follow-up thing before we do our interview with
Kind of
Alex.
like a revisiting.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
because like we just got back into our podcast. This is something new and different.
Right.
So, it's 90 proof, batch 1, bottle 690. Let's see here.
A smaller pour than I thought. That is dark.
It is super dark. Comes from the Veritas Winery in Afton, Virginia. They don't list any of the flavor characters on here.
Huh.
So they do say it's special, and we know you'll appreciate the unique flavor of this truly handcrafted Virginia product.
So wine finishes aren't very popular with like the big distilleries. You kind of have to look to like the craft stuff, like Woodinville out of Washington, Ragged Branch out of Virginia, Angel's Envy, I think is like one of the only ones in Kentucky that does a wine finish. Um, I'm sure there are others, but those are the ones that we're familiar with.
Oh yeah, and I think this is one of our favorites.
Yeah,
I don't think Angel's Envy touches this.
Angel's
It,
Envy isn't as like potent in flavor compared to this, I don't think.
no, this thing is mahogany. When you look at it,
Mahogany.
it is straight mahogany.
It is mahogany.
God, and it's so
It is
like
fucking dark, dude.
it is so nice.
I get like floral cherries, man.
Dude, I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna see if I can find the review for this from someone else
I don't know if me might be the only one.
for like the written reviews.
Oh, Breaking Bourbon probably has one.
I'm sure. I hope they do. Brickhouse Ramblings does, which we work with
Okay,
them pretty closely.
right.
They're always messaging us on Facebook.
Yeah, they do some good stuff.
Why is this all?
94 proof? I don't know. Is that high?
I thought
Is that
that's
the
what
same stuff?
yeah, 94 proof.
Dang, it does not taste 94 proof.
Aged color and viscosity. Age copper
Mahogany.
or mahogany. Absolutely beautiful color. Agreed. Legs develop quickly and appear thin and delicate. Purchase price $73.70, which is not the price anymore. Thank God.
It's 60
Uh,
now, right?
It's Sensor reviews, no strings attached, no expectations, right? Because they're awesome. Let's see if we can find. Andrew and Patricia Hodson founded Veritas Winery in 1999. Doesn't say what they used. Tasting.
Creamy smelling, man.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm just smelling it.
Okay, fantastic nose this glass of bourbon possesses. I get a very pleasing fruitiness. Agreed. It is very sweet smelling.
It is. It is.
A subtle hint of honey and sweet tobacco. I am getting.
I'm not really familiar with tobacco, so I don't really get that.
I'm getting
But I
more
definitely get
like
honey,
a sweet, like candy corn kind of scent.
like a fucking like a cherry Tootsie Pop.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Slight dryness, which I think we said this had to be a dry wine because of how well it works with the bourbon, and it's not overshining it.
Right, right.
Dark or brown sugar and dark fruits. Dried fruits, raisins, figs. I don't know
I feel
about
like I get
fig.
chocolate now. A
Yeah,
little dark
I would
chocolate
agree.
on the nose.
And there's a corniness to it. Not in a bad way, in a very good way.
Like a candy corn.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not like that one that I got from Michigan, which was god awful. This is a very nice corny kind of flavor, like your scent. All right, Nick, let's dive in and we'll see how our notes compare to theirs.
All right, sounds good.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Oh, it's so dry. And it tastes like
It's got a lot of rye on that. That's weird. I didn't taste that before.
I get fermented berries
I almost get like a brandy flavor.
and a little bit not. It says crushed dry roasted peanuts, and I think I have to agree. But it's
Kind
not
of
not in the way that it would be if Jim Beam had made it. It's more of a candied peanut.
it's kind of acidic.
It's very good.
That's good.
All right, so here's
That's
what they
definitely
say.
a dry wine, dude. There's no way that's like a
Yeah,
pour or nothing.
definitely not. So the first sip, slight nuttiness, similar to dry roasted peanuts. The initial mouthfeel is delicate. Pie crust and baking chocolate. Ooh, I could see I could definitely see a pie crust, a
Okay,
little bit
yeah.
of a burnt pie crust.
I don't really get that.
Oh, it's so good though. It's sweet in the best way. It's not dry at all.
I feel like this is like a Pinot finish. That would be my guess. Pinot forward, anyway.
Yeah, it's
It's
very
not.
nice.
It's not bold enough to be a Cabernet. I feel like it's a Pinot because it has that kind of acidic aftertaste.
Yeah, I mean
But it's still very sweet. It's so
it
good.
is so good. The thing that I'm gonna say, Nick, is that it starts sweet, right? It's so sweet when you're drinking it. It's like, dear God, this is good. The finish though is very tart. It's
Right.
sour. It's
Right.
not sour
That's
sour, but it's I think tart would be the way to describe it, right?
yeah, kind of tart. Yes, yeah, I think you got it right. That's what I'm trying to describe.
So their second sip, they said that they got hints of oak, which I would say yes, you do get a nice. Reminds me of Elijah Craig 18 and almost the oakiness of it.
Hmm.
Grapes, cloves, wine. Red grapes, I could see that for sure. Because now I'm thinking about it, it does remind me of a grape juiciness.
But it's got
On
like
the
the
finish.
Only the sourness from the grapes on the end. It's like the sweetness and then goes
Yeah.
to sour.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Let's see. Did they get anything else? Cinnamon and clove spice appear. Mild black pepper. No,
I
not
didn't
getting
get
that at
that.
all.
I didn't get the cinnamon either.
So we'll go into the finish for them, which we've talked about. Um, it being dry. Medium long finish. I would say that it's a very nice like flavor finish. Like it lasts a while. I'm still tasting the finish in my mouth.
It does. I hate those ones that just drop off.
Yeah, no,
As in as a
this would be
94 proof,
this is a great date
a
bourbon
great date.
or whiskey. Like if you were out on a date with your wife and you guys were like sitting on a hill somewhere, like this is the one that you'd want to be drinking.
If
Even
she
this,
loves wine, she might like this.
yeah, like this chilled would probably be like fucking amazing.
Yeah, because it'd probably eliminate all those sour notes
Mhm.
on it.
As would it be expected, given the wine influence, as the flavors begin to disappear, I notice a slight hint of peach, tobacco, and black pepper. No.
It's not sour. It's a dry finish. That's what it is. Like a wine dry finish.
Mm.
It's almost like you mixed a dry wine with a little bourbon. That's what the ending finish kind of is.
It's so good.
It is.
Like I don't know how to describe this accurately. Like there's so much going on in this glass. I feel like you could pick it apart for days. But it definitely reminds me of like the kind of cherry dryness of the Elijah Craig 18.
Yeah,
And I think that that's probably the best way to kind of describe this if you've had it without like somebody else having it, you know?
it's very complex.
Mm.
Most wine finishes or port wine finishes, when it comes to bourbon, and they only have a select few notes, cherry, honey, vanilla, sweet notes like that. But this being a dry wine, there's a lot more complexity to it.
No, it's very good.
It
I would,
is.
I mean, if I had to rank this, like out of, we'll say five, because that's just kind of an easy number.
Uh-huh.
I would give this a 4.7,
That's
like
pretty
a
high.
4.75. Like this is very good.
Compared to
I,
like all bourbon or just wine finishes.
well, if we were just going by wine finishes, I would say that this is a 5 out of 5. But if we were going by all bourbons, yeah, it's a 4.75 easily. It's
I
very
probably
tasty.
I probably put it at like a 3.9 or a 4. Because I like those like sweeter bourbons, and this
Mhm.
isn't sweet all the way through.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what the wine barrel tastes like. Or not the wine, the honey. If it's I have a feeling that that'll be your spot, Nick.
I'm sure it's good. I'm just worried that it'll be too sweet. I love sweet bourbons, but there is a cutoff for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't drink um honey stuff
Right. I
because
mean that
I've had issues in the past with it.
yeah, I don't like honey. Like honey flavored whiskey is fucking nasty, dude. Like Jack honey or wild
Mhm.
turkey honey.
I don't think that Alex would let this go if it tasted like either of those.
No, I'm sure it doesn't, but I'm just, you know, what proof is it? 124? It's barrel
Mm.
proof?
Mm.
Dude, that's gonna be fire.
Alex, if you listen to this, I think this is the one that we're going to want you to send us.
That
It
is
looks freaking, I mean,
that's gonna be perfect. Because those
we,
sweet finishes have to have like higher proof.
yeah, and we're high proof guys.
That maple finish from that Michigan distillery, I forget what it's called, Ironfish.
Yeah,
That was barrel proof, and that was fucking delicious.
it was
It,
awesome.
if it wasn't barrel proof, it would have been too sweet.
Color, deep auburn in color, which sounds great. Auburn is a nice color.
What the fuck is Auburn?
Oh, Nick.
I'm sorry, I'm not so familiar with my colors. Is that like a autumn color or something? Like a orange red sort of thing? Yeah. Okay. Like a redhead. Okay, gotcha. So like a red orange,
Yeah.
sort of. Almost like a brown, light brown. Huh.
A lot going on there. Anyway. Let's see if we can find some tasting notes on this, see if we might enjoy it when we get it, or if we get it. Sweet aromas of fresh local honey. Ooh. Slight hint of chocolate fudge. Ooh, that sounds good.
Do they make their own honey too?
No, I think this is a source.
Okay.
Um, Silky smooth. Ooh. Reminiscent of thin honey. Mm. On the tip of my tongue is sweetness from the raw honey that is pronounced. The honey, however, is not overpowering on the palate. So that's a big thing. We'll hit that right there. Boom. That is what we're looking for.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dude, I mean, we gotta get this.
Yeah, just reach out to them. I've
Sharp
been
rye
meaning to tell
spice.
you to try to reach out to some more distilleries or craft distilleries, try to get some samples.
Yeah, I just hit one up yesterday, I think.
Who's that?
It was Woodson Whiskey. Charles Woodson, who was a NFL football player, played at the University of Michigan. Absolute stud. His wines are like highly sought after. People love them.
Huh.
And I guess the bourbon is amazing. Every batch that he's done so far has sold out.
Is that in Michigan too?
I think it comes from California.
Okay.
Hold on.
Because man, we can knock. There's a lot of things we got to review and knock it out, but just haven't had time.
I kind of like the label here.
Yeah.
This is what's on the bottle. It's like Old West meets cartoons.
Right. Yeah. I like it.
Oh, look at the color on that, Nick.
Looks pretty good.
Oh God.
Wait, hold on. It says a 6-month accelerated age Kentucky bourbon. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That does not sound good.
The
Because
reviews on
there's
it have been like money.
good.
Yeah.
Because there is a method to like accelerating aging, and it usually doesn't turn out well.
See.
Fred Minnick touched on that in one of his books, I think. Are there any reviews on it?
I'm looking right now. I'm on the Reddit reviews.
Okay.
Great tasting bourbon whiskey. Honestly, grabbed 2 bottles of Maize and Blue, label batch 2, and ordered 2 batch 3s.
Hmm.
Very smooth on the front. Definitely could taste vanilla and has a small bite on the end. Definitely recommend this.
All right. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, because like Reddit doesn't lie. People aren't going to be like, "Oh, this is good." You know, they do a very good job of like, if it sucks, they'll be like, "This is the worst shit that I've had in my
Yeah.
fucking life."
Reddit can be pretty brutal.
So it looks like it's great bourbon. I mean, it sounds like it's the stuff, dude. So we might have to try and find some to see exactly how it is.
Yeah. If we don't
Uh,
get something sent to us.
yeah, which I mean, I kind of was like, "Hey, big Packer fan, uh, you know, native Michigander, um, all this stuff, like kind of playing it up,
Hmm.
be like, hey, let's get some of this stuff in here, I'm trying to, enjoy some Charles Woodson whiskey."
Hell yeah, dude. Well, we've got about 20 minutes left. Do you just want to talk about shit going on?
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't give a shit what we talk about. I'm going to be talking about whatever whiskey goes in my glass. I think I'm going to go with the signature uh, double oaked.
I'm pouring up another glass of Ezra Brooks.
You know what's
Dude, this
weird
is
is like this
hmm,
bottle that I have is batch 165, right?
right.
Batch 1, bottle 65.
First batch.
It's got a plastic cork. But the first bottle he sent us did not have a plastic cork. It had a regular cork.
Oh, that's weird.
So they switched from the plastic to the regular, and I assume that this has probably been sitting somewhere for a little bit.
Right.
Smells amazing.
Dude, this Ezra Brooks is like my new go-to. It's cheap as fuck and it's delicious. I gotta handle it right now. I'm done
you
with
paid
it.
$24 for that handle, $21 for the liter, and $20 for like the smallest one. Like, come on.
Dude, the smallest one I think was like, I don't know, like 10, 15. This handle, the 175, I think was like 20, 22, something.
It's fucking ridiculous, Nick. Like, and it's
But
good.
It's very good.
The 90 proof is awesome.
It's so underrated.
Like, Jesus, if you went into the liquor store, you'd look at it and be like, no, that's shit.
Well, the new thing I've been trying is like exploring more like bottom shelf stuff. I just picked up a bottle of Old Crow, and that wasn't too bad. We're going to review that. It's very, very interesting notes on it, but there's a really cool story behind the guy who made it. But yeah, Ezra Brooks, dude, I got a handle of it for this big batch of whiskey sours we made last weekend, and it was good. It was very good, and it's my new cheap go-to.
Dude, we've got that other thing that we're getting ready to do.
What's that?
Cherry bounce.
Oh yeah.
I just have to figure out some stuff, and then
what are you gonna put in that?
It's either going to be Benchmark 8 or it's going to be Ezra Brooks. So we'll see what happens when we cross that bridge.
I think we should go to Ezra Brooks, a little more higher proof.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
what'd you do last time?
It was Benchmark 8.
Well, then you should go with Ezra. Switch it up.
Or Ancient Age. Ooh.
If you can find it, man. I've been looking for it because I need to. That's what I'm going to use in my maple finish barrel, and I can't find it anywhere.
I'm not talking about 10 star. I'm just talking about regular Ancient Age.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have something to say, Nick.
What?
The double oaked signature. Better.
Better than wine finish?
Oh yeah.
I'd agree.
Like, easily. I think we're gonna ask for that honey finish. When we do the cherry bounce, I don't think I'm putting any sugar in it. I think I'm gonna go for straight. If I do it, it's probably gonna be a couple bottles, right? Because that's what happened last time. I made 2.5.
So, Dylan, what is a cherry bounce?
It is tart cherries, sugar, and a bourbon of your choice, all mixed in a mason jar, thrown in the fridge for about a month or maybe more. And you can age it, I mean, as long as you want, really, because the alcohol is going to prevent anything from like going rotten.
Right.
And the longer that it sits, the better it gets.
Right. And I believe it was George Washington's favorite cocktail, right?
Yep. It was. It was a signature drink.
Yeah, if you guys want to see that review, we did review it, our personal creation. It'll be on the channel as well.
The stuff is fucking awesome. And to be honest, I'm surprised more people don't drink it.
Because a lot of people are interested, man. The video has like 1,000 views.
Yeah, well, I feel like it should be like a very popular drink, but I don't think
not a lot of people have heard of it.
Yeah, well, it's like it's an older person drink. Older people drink it. Like the younger crowd, this is like lost knowledge on them.
Yeah, because I've never heard of it since you told me about it.
No, I mean, and we both loved it. Like the girls loved it. They really loved it. So, I mean, I guess if you are interested in trying something, go ahead and go for it. I think last year I put 1 cup of sugar in both jars. And that's a lot. But that's what the recipe that I followed said to do. So,
right.
Can't really go wrong with it. That's for sure. It's a great summer drink. And it's also supposed to be a Christmas drink, but I would be interested to make one that's just for Christmas and throw some.
It kind of sounds more like a summer drink to me.
Yeah, for sure. Nice fruity sweetness, and it's
hell yeah.
when you drink it, it does not feel like you're drinking something that is as I have.
Alcoholic.
Yeah, it's like it goes down like candy.
It does. Speaking of summer, this weekend is 4th of July. What are you up to, buddy?
I guess I'm going over to my parents on the 4th. So
Okay.
I know you said you think you're working, and I'm pretty sure you are.
Well, I might not be because I'm working for Warren County this weekend because my dad's or King Sports tournament is pretty small, which is weird because it's usually like second biggest weekend of the year, but it only has like 30 teams this year. And I'm working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I'm not scheduled for Sunday unless tomorrow we're supposed to get a lot of rain that might get pushed back. Maybe that's the only reason. Maybe I might have to work Sunday, so I might be open Sunday. Maybe.
Yo, if you are, uh, I'll give you the address to my parents' house and come over. And I think I'm going to be throwing on a chicken and part of a brisket to smoke at the house before we head over there.
Right.
So
Yeah, I'll talk with Sarah and I'll let you know. We got invited to like 3 parties.
yeah, I mean, you let me know, dude. We're open. I mean, we just got hit up today by my parents, and they were like, "If you guys are free, come on over." Like, okay, well, I was planning on doing the brisket and the chicken, but
Are they
you know,
close?
they live in South Lebanon, just at the
Oh,
top of
okay.
the hill.
Yeah, they're close.
Yeah, they're real close. Is that going to play a determining factor, Nick?
I mean, it always does.
I mean, really, like, comes down to the drive, right?
It does. Exactly.
See here.
Like Trent invited me to golf Sunday in Fairfield, and that's kind of a little ways. But at that point, I thought I was working. So
Yeah. You know what though? We need to get Trent in on the podcast
we'll get them
for
on.
a couple
Get them on.
episodes here and there.
I kind of next time I go to Kentucky, I'm thinking I'm gonna get all 3 of the old Bartons because he's obsessed with that line, even though it's pretty mediocre. But their stuff used to be age stated.
I did not know that.
It used to be 6 year Bald and Bond.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
guys, this podcast I've been listening to, the podcast, they actually had it and they compared it to the other ones and
Another
they
name
loved
drop,
it.
huh, Nick?
They're so I'd like to like talk with them and maybe get them on here. Or we can get on there or whatever. They're
Dude, that would
pretty.
be so dope. If they have a Discord, let's try to get it done.
I know they're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so we could probably hit them up on Instagram and kind of because they're really cool with their fans. They've had a couple fans on their episodes, and they've had a couple. They've had the Message Distiller of Heaven Hill on there. Fred
That
Minnick.
that'd be dope. I mean, whatever. Fred Minnick.
I think they're in Tennessee. They're in Nashville, not too far.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it would be cool to collaborate with a couple different podcasts, like
I'd love to. Yeah.
the Bourbon Lens. We've exchanged stuff with them. So,
Right.
Nick, do you recognize this? That's the Kroger in like
Landon.
Mainville.
Okay.
This is the
Okay.
and
Mainville.
then
Yeah.
South Lebanon Elementary, and then turn
And the,
down
the
in
the
here.
rich houses.
Yeah, and then
Is
go
that where
down.
your parents live?
They live right. I'll show you the exact house. This house right here.
Damn.
So, I mean, it's close because your house is. Let's see here.
Yeah, they don't live too far from David then.
No, they don't. They just live at the top of the hill.
Right down the street.
Give me a second because this is this is your neighborhood, and that is Nick's house right there.
It is.
Before it got fenced in.
Dang, yeah, Google Maps.
Wild. You can see all that, right?
I can. No one else can, thank God.
Dude, we live very close. Like
I mean,
you're over here right there, and I am literally right here.
if we had people watching live, I would not let you show that.
They
That'd be
wouldn't come
bad.
get us.
But yeah,
Look,
I mean, there's some crazy motherfuckers out there, dude. Have you heard about all like the car stealings in Landon?
no, I haven't. Is
Oh,
Landon going to shit? Do I need to get out of here?
well, we have a ring, and we get like notifications on like shit happening in the area that people report, and there's been a bunch of break-ins
Oh,
and
they're
car
freaking
stealings
they're stealing shit from the cars.
and the
That's what you're saying.
cars.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
just, I mean, I kind of live in this shitty part of the area, you know.
yeah, I'd
No
agree.
one's coming into my neighborhood trying to steal shit. Like this whole area over here, this is the spot where you're like, yeah, these guys have fucking money. You come over here.
Do you remember when there was like a crazy shooter guy like right next to the apartments near
I
Kroger and
was
Landon?
I was in San Diego for that, but
Oh,
I
okay.
caught the report about it. Right in here.
Yeah, like hell broke loose. Everybody freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, he was a guy from the Middle East,
Oh,
and
was he?
I'm pretty sure he was claiming to be part of ISIS at the time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So that was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I kind of hope that you come hang out.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
we might.
Yeah, we'll be around.
We'll see what happens.
Weird ass thing. Yeah. Um.
Oh, hey, I might have a driver for you. Kind of off topic, but
Oh, a driver for golf.
yes.
Sick. Sounds good. I can't wait. Hey, I thought that I was the only one grandfathered in, and then I find out that David and Trent are coming. I
They
thought that.
got they got to try out.
Oh,
They
you
still
didn't
have to
say
try
that in the
out.
text.
That's what the practice round's for, man.
Okay, and then what if they don't make it? Do we just yeah?
We'll find someone else.
Great game. The game the the thing got freaking
It got
pushed to
canceled.
another date. Meet us at Majestic on the 24th of September.
We'll just act like we're going to the outing and they're just golfing in some just a regular day. Where's all the
Yeah,
people? It's just us. An outing for us.
yeah. All right, buddy. I gotta hop off because Cassandra needs some help with the kids,
All right, dude.
and
That's understood.
that's what dads do. All right,
Yep. I'll be right there with you sometime soon, I'm sure.
maybe, hopefully, it'd be dope. All right, buddy. Tell Sarah I said hi, guys. If you could, if you're watching this on YouTube, take the moment to hit the subscribe button. Uh,
Yes,
big,
please.
big shout out to Sam, our dude. Um,
Sam the man.
let's let's get some merch out there, guys. All right, we want people to check out our podcast and our YouTube channel. So
Yeah, the link's on YouTube, or you can go to shop.spreadshop/whiskey warehouse.
and if you have any questions for us or anything like that, or you want to be on our show, go ahead and send us an email. Whiskey Warehouse US at gmail.com.
Or if
And
you're listening on Anchor, send us a voice message if you have any questions or comments or topic ideas. Because I guess you can do that on Anchor.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you can send in voice messages and play them on your podcast.
That's dope.
It's cool. I think most of our listeners are from Spotify, though, and YouTube. But
Yeah,
we'll
I saw
find out.
we've got a couple of views on YouTube, which is wild to me, but it's
There's like,
very
we get,
cool. Like
we got like
23.
25. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Each one of them, dude. That's nuts.
All right. Hopefully next time we have a better show for you guys. Because Alex Johnson will be on.
Yeah, my brother, our next episode, we're going to cover Buffalo Trace with my little brother, Alex, who we're trying to get into bourbon with. And he
Yeah.
said he almost killed that bottle.
Which one? The Buffalo
Buffalo
Trace?
Trace, yeah.
Oh man.
I picked him up a bottle while I was in Kentucky. I think I gave it to him like a few weeks ago. And he says, good thing you said something. I only have a little bit left.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to find, which sucks.
It is.
Let's go ahead and get out of here, man.
All right, dude.
Next time, see you guys later. Have a great night or day, whenever you're listening to this. Yeah. Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, Craig. Thanks for helping out, buddy. It is time for you to go. So I can figure out how to let you go. Give me a second. Still new to this Discord thing.
Jesus, Nick.
You're still on here? I thought you left.
No, I haven't. I'll leave now. Talk to you later.
You're always roaming around. All right, see you, dude.
Later.
Did he really leave, though? He did, I think. All right. Thanks for watching to this bad stuff, guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.